how to have real safe sex. And I'm gonna tell you a story where I saved myself from getting syphilis, alright? I hope you're ready. So, to have real safe sex, you might be in a situation where you don't know someone's status, or you're still waiting for your test and you guys are sleeping over and your animalistic side took over. But a part of you is still logic. A part of you still in there thinking, yeah, I shouldn't be doing this. So this is what you do. Avoid oral sex. Avoid it completely. I know it feels good. Foul play is amazing. It's a beautiful thing. It feels amazing. You feel me? But first of all, try avoid getting that situation where you're sleeping over. But when you do sleep over and it happens, it happens. Number 2 is now protection. Condoms is not enough. Yes, it's not enough. But it is. Okay, but if someone has herpes and it is their launch area where they usually get an outbreak is above the stairs, you're in trouble because there's no protection there. If their launch space is near their backside and you're doing it from the back and you bouncing on them and they hit you there, boom, you got it. Or you're giving it to them. Or your testes are slapping on there and the next day you're like, oh my God, I got red boobs. What did I do? I didn't listen to Martin Lewis. I'm sorry, bruh. You dumb as hell. You were animalistic and not protecting yourself. You were not being a real man. A real man knows how to protect himself and make sure he protects his goods. And at the end of the day, if you did catch something, it's not the end of the world. You will still live. You just have to alter your whole life a little bit. You get used to it though. And some people, by the way, are asymptomatic. They don't even know they have herpes. This girl you're doing, this boy you're doing, you might not even know they have it. And they might not even know themselves because it's not included in the STD panel. You in danger, bitch. It's not included in the STD panel. So how the F are you gonna know? You got a blood test at your home? Nope. So how are you gonna know? You don't. So you best believe you need to follow my tips to protect yourself. I'm gonna tell you my story again. Listen. Keep listening. I'll tell you my story how I saved myself from syphilis. Anyway. So now, you got a condom. You need briefs. Yes, briefs to protect the groin area. Because that's where herpes 2 loves to lay. Also, herpes 1, you can also get it down there. For you guys that didn't know. Herpes 2 is like a cluster. It can hurt real bad for some people. Some people it doesn't hurt. You want to get briefs. Now you got a condom. Now you got, but not any type of briefs. You want the briefs that has the hole in the middle. This way your little sneaker can just, let me pull this out. Your little sneaker, it's probably nice and black. It just comes out of your, it just comes out of your briefs. So now you're protected with the rubber and your briefs around your groin area. Then you can get intimate with them. Now, Martin, but what about this area, that area? There's a chance. Not likely, but there is a chance. If you want to do that, put your clothes on, put your clothes on. But anyway, let me tell you about the story how I saved myself from syphilis. Okay, so there was a situation. This guy is so attractive. Red hair. I got a thing for ginger men, okay? I like all type of men, but ginger man is like, I don't know, it's a fantasy. Anyway, hella good looking dude. Muscly, shorter than me. I just want him to bottom and just, you feel me? Unfortunately, he was like a top verse. It would never work because those type of dudes, you need to submit to me. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. But unfortunately, it didn't work like that. But anyway, let me finish. So we were meant to go camping and we never did, and he ended up coming to my place instead. And I put myself in that situation. He's sleeping in the same bed. He walking around my house naked. What are you doing to me, bro? Why are you doing that? And you're a bottom sometimes? Nah, you need to be all the time. So I was really disappointed. I explained to him. I educated him on herpes, STDs. And I like this guy so much because he took it all in and he actually went and got tested later. There's some guys that don't take it in. They just don't care. They're childish. They are the high risks. People I don't like to mess with. The high risk group. Do your thing. Go out there, be crazy. Don't get tested only once a year, you dumb bitch. Go ahead. I don't mess with those people. Those people, off. Bye. See you later. You are high risk. So, this guy, don't know. He usually does stuff with guys when he's in a relationship or he's like exclusive. Maybe he had a mess around stage a while back, whatever. And this was during the time when the whole monkey pox thing came. Now, he had a ingrown down here near his shaft. And he said, don't worry, it's an ingrown. And I was like, yeah, but just so you know, I'm keeping my briefs on. I don't do skin to skin without tests. And he didn't have his tests. I'm like, I'm not doing skin. And it was the weekend, so he couldn't get his tests. So I'm sorry, bro, but I'm not doing skin to skin without tests. So, yes, we grinded on each other, loved on each other, kissed, etc. Thank God the syphilis area wasn't here because it would have been a whole different story. That thing, not once in my head did I think monkeypox. Because if I did think that, I would have told him to get out, for real. I did not think that in my head at all. But it wasn't that, thank goodness. So, after I educated him about STDs and stuff, he's like, oh, you know, he's trying to act like I'm being worried, I'm too much, too this. And they're gonna say that to you. You need to stay strong on your feet, boys. You need to be men and be strong and assertive and be like, nah, this is serious. You need to go get tested if you want to do anything with me. Those other hoes, go ahead. Go mess with them. There's nothing wrong with being a hoe. If you're going to be a hoe, be a proud hoe. I was a hoe at one stage. Once upon a time, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it. I can't take it back because I did the ish. Okay, so if you're going to do that, go do that. Go have fun. But you're not going to come over here. But he, right, ends up getting tested when he goes back home. And guess what? He had syphilis. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I got syphilis. You need to get tested. Look, I'm so sorry. You were right. And he felt so bad. And I'm like, you should feel bad. Swim in this. Swim in this depression feeling that you're feeling right now. Feel it. You need to learn your lesson. Because when I saw you that day, oh, no, you're just worried. You need to feel this. You need this to be in your body. You need to feel upset. You need to feel sad. You need to feel depressed. This is the only way you're going to learn. And it's a normal feeling. Feel it. Breathe it. I told you. That's what you get. I told him. That's what happens. That's what you get. So, he had syphilis. Also had herpes simplex 1, which is very common. And I got tested 3 times after that just to, you know, double check. All my tests came back negative for herpes simplex 1, syphilis, and some other stuff I tested for. So, just imagine if I was like, you know what, Martin, we're not gonna, we're just gonna be skin to skin, appreciating our bodies, humping and loving on each other. Let's just do it, it's so fun. And boom, I wake up with fucking syphilis. It's not the end of the world. I can take medication, but you guys gotta realize it's not a cure. It lays doormat in your body and you can't pass it to anyone. It's not like herpes that hides in your body and then you shed. Sometimes it pops out, and if you're asymptomatic, you just shed. It's not like herpes. It just stays in there, right? Doormat can't do anything, whatever, because of the medication. And those needles they give you, he told me they hurt really bad. One on your left cheek, one on your right cheek, and you have to go back and do it again. So, if he does that again with someone else who has syphilis, it's going to be worse for him. The outbreak of syphilis is going to be a lot more worse for him. Another friend told me that. The doctors told him that. I'm not too sure about that. You're going to have to double check. I mainly know more so about herpes than I do with syphilis. So, there's that situation. Just imagine, guys, I'm laid back Martin Lewis, having fun in a new country with these boys and their little red hair. And And I get something. Now what? What do? It's my fault. It's my fault, and I had to pick on myself for not being responsible. You watch this shit right now and you go out and you end up getting something, it's your fault. It's not their fault, it's your fault. And you have to blame yourself for that. And it sucks. It sucks. And the reason why is because I know it sucks is because once I was falsely diagnosed with herpes simplex 1. That shit, I thought I had it. And then a couple tests later was all negative. It was a false. You can get falses. For you guys that don't know, sometimes you get false, and that's why it's important to get tested regularly. You can even get a false negative. So that's why, you know, maybe 3 times throughout the year if you're not going to have sex. Anyway, so I saved myself. Briefs protected me, saved me from that.